So, Marius, at last I find you.
Tyrael, yes. Yes, now I recognize you. I should have known you'd travel in disguise. They're always watching.
I've been searching for you for a long time, Marius. I was rather beginning to think you didn't want to be found.
Oh, forgive me, Tyrael, please. It wasn't my fault.
Not your fault. Tell me, Marius, how was it not your fault?
The Wanderer. Yes, it was the Wanderer. My days at the Rogue Citadel seem so long ago. I sought refuge from my memories in the company of other outcasts, high in the mountains past the Eastern Gate. Days at a time. For when I dreamt, the memories would return. Memories of the monastery and the evil which had claimed dreams, memories. I couldn't tell the difference anymore. Evil from my dreams followed me at my heels. How had he found me here? How could this broken shell of a man, barely able to carry the weight of his own sword, be the burning terror which drove me to hide here? He seemed to have demons of his own. He struggled to contain. And he was losing. As I watched, I became convinced that I was truly mad. The terror, the destruction, the evil I witnessed. How else could I explain them? Were these the demons from my dream, or were they born within the Wanderer? Why did I follow him? I don't know. Why do things happen as they do in dreams? All I know is that when he beckoned, I had to follow him. And from that moment, we traveled together east. Always into the east.
Now, what we just watched is a remastered cinematic. Let's check out the original.
So, Marius, at last I find you.
Tyrael, yes. Yes, now I recognize you. I should have known you'd travel in disguise. They're always watching.
I've been searching for you for a long time, Marius. I was rather beginning to think you didn't want to be found.
Oh, forgive me, Tyrael, please. It wasn't my fault.
Not your fault. Tell me, Marius, how was it not your fault?
The Wanderer. Yes, it was the Wanderer. My days at the Rogue Citadel seemed so long ago. I sought refuge from my memories in the company of other outcasts, high in the mountains past the Eastern Gate.
Do you want something?
Oh, I fought sleep for days at a time. For when I dreamt, the memories would return. Memories of the monastery and the evil which had claimed it. Dreams, memories. I couldn't tell the difference anymore. Had the evil from my dreams followed me at my heels? How had he found me here? How could this broken shell of a man, barely able to carry the weight of his own sword, be the burning terror which drove me to hide here? He seemed to have demons of his own that he struggled to contain. losing. As I watched, I became convinced that I was truly mad. The terror, the destruction, the evil I witnessed. How else could I explain them? Were these the demons from my dream, or were they born within the Wanderer? Why did I follow him? I don't know. Why do things happen as they do in dreams? All I know is that when he beckoned, I had to follow him. And from that moment, we traveled together east. Always into the east.
Was that Lazarus? No, that's the Dark Wanderer. Is the warrior that you play as in Diablo 1. Now, just like watching original and remastered cinematics, we can do the same in character creation. We can choose between remastered version of the game and the original version of the game. So basically what they did is they added a renderer on top of the old game. Think of it as a layer that translates or emulates older graphics to new one, which is awesome. I would love to see this for every old game. Just old game with that layer that translates the old graphics to new ones. I would love that for every old game. It's... So I'm still basically playing the old game. It just has new graphics. And it's awesome. Okay, let's begin.
Good day. Oh, greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutga Lane before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more.
It looks nice. This game is gorgeous. I adore how it looks. Let me see. How do I... So there's zoom. Hold on, I forgot what's the key for... Give me a second. Legacy toggle, G. You can switch graphics at any time. Isn't it awesome? The original inventory, remastered. Remastered Monkey Island has the same feature. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes? Oh, greetings, stranger. I'll gladly take you eastward, if you can drive the evil from the monastery. Then the rogues may reopen the pass through the mountains.
No, there's no RTX. There is, however, DLSS if you need it. But there's no RTX. And yeah, in the options, you can also change settings for the original game. The resolution for the original look. It's really cool.
Hi there, I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Ondario. I don't know why some of my sisters chose to follow Ondario. Those who strayed were among our finest warriors.
Good day to you, partner. I'm Geed, and I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp. A spare weapon, some gold, a small gem is all I want in exchange for the equipment you'll need on whatever quest you might undertake. No, don't be shy. All of my items are guaranteed for life and come with a 2-day warranty. When, or if I get to Lutga Lane, I'm gonna find the largest bowl of gnarled weed and smoke till all earthly sense has left my body.
Geed wants weed.
When or if I get to Loot Ghislaine, I'm gonna...
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn my trust. Before our exile, Charcy, our blacksmith, could fashion any implement of war. Here in the camp, she merely makes stew. Her best tools remain within the monastery.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it. She turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time. There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
So, she mentions she's part of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. Now, you might wonder, what's a Sightless Eye? It's an artifact that allows you to communicate on great distances. And for example, in the Diablo's early lore, one ancient human, you could say Nephilim, used that artifact to communicate with his waifu. And his waifu was an angel. So he was communicating from the sanctuary, like an earth, with an angel that was like in the high heavens. Until other angels found out about that relationship and were kinda against it.
I often dream of the day we reclaim our own. The sightless eye sees through the mist of time a great glory ahead. But how far ahead, the eye cannot discern. I should add that many rogue scouts have died in that horrible place. We cannot afford to lose any more. If you choose to enter that den of evil, you must do so alone.
And the Den of Evil is our first quest. We can also ask everyone about Den of Evil.
Good day. The demons in that cave have claimed many of my finest archers. I wonder how you will fare.
One who seeks that cave seeks death.
Good day. The beasts from the cave have begun to roam throughout the countryside. You'd better be careful out there.
Greetings! You're a brave soul. I'd sooner thrust my sacred scepter into the foulest carbuncular troll than set one boot into that cave.
One cool thing about Diablo 2 is the randomized map. So this first encampment can have exit.
They'll never see me coming.
Can have exit here, can have exit up here, here, or down here. Which is so cool.
Hello. You'd better come through on this. Your reputation depends on it.
If you leave town and come back, they have new information about the quest.
Perhaps Tristram deserved its fate for letting evil loose upon the land. I only hope we don't suffer the same.
Also, gossips always change when you leave and come back, just like in Diablo 1.
Good day. One who hesitates does so with good reason. Charcy seems to be a very sweet girl. She's the smith around here and can help you by trading weapons and armor.
Yes? Kasha has always been fiercely loyal, but I fear her anger and frustration over these recent events will lead her into harm's way. She is highly protective of the few rogues remaining under her command, and will not send them into combat unless there is dire need. Your task is not complete until you have killed all the demons in that cave.
Greetings. Oh, I like Geed. He's very funny. He has all sorts of interesting stories from the places he's been. I wish I could see the sights he has. You haven't cleared the cave yet? Do you need anything?
Good day. Warriv was kind enough to let me travel with his caravan, but don't let him drag you into a search for a new eastern trade route. I'm making a fortune right here. Yeah, from the rogues, of course. You, on the other hand, always get my best prices. Demons still be fouling that cave, huh? I think you might need a new weapon.
Okay, let's go.
Halt. You should complete Akara's quest before venturing further. Search for the den in the wilderness closer to camp. Turn back. I can tell that you need more experience to fight safely in the next wilderness. Halt. You should complete Akara.
So she's telling us to go back and do the quest. Yeah, the music is so good. So every class has 3 skill trees. I'm gonna focus on traps now on Assassin.
So dark. Perfect.
Sebo! What's up, man? Is this PoE? Yes, this game copied PoE. Absolutely. Oh no, there are actually people who think that this game copied PoE. Like, for real. Four monsters remaining.
The rogue's test is done.
Good evening. I'm surprised you survived that test, Outlander. Go see Akara. She may reward you. Some evenings we gather at the bonfire to retell epic tales and try to forget about the terrible events that led to losing the monastery.
Where can I take you? That which does not kill you makes you stronger. Charcy seems to be a very sweet girl. She's the smith around here and can help you by trading weapons and armor.
Good evening. The only good demon is a dead one, I say. By the way, did you happen to find anything in that cave you'd like to sell? Warriv was kind enough to let me travel with his caravan, but don't let him drag you into a search for a new eastern trade route. I'm making a fortune right here. Yeah, from the rogues, of course. You, on the other hand, always get my best prices.
Good evening. You are truly brave and skillful. Akara was worried about you. Akara, our priestess and seer, is most upset by the corruption of our sisters. I fear that she blames herself.
Okay, this is my stash. There's personal stash and shared stash. In shared stash, you can share it with other characters that you have, which is really cool, right?
You have cleansed the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice. The wilderness is overrun with evil, and the minions of hell have taken our rightful home. We must purge all evil from the monastery and restore order to the world.
Okay, got the free skill.
Good evening.
Doing her first quest allows you to reset your character, to reset stats and skills that you allocated. But you can only do it once per difficulty. So this is normal difficulty. I can only do this once in this difficulty. If I waste it and I want to reset, I would have to start another character.
My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her. Death has done nothing to weaken Bloodraven's combat skills. If anything, she's more deadly than ever.
Look for Bloodraven.
Bloodraven fought valiantly against Diablo in the catacombs beneath Tristram. She was never quite the same afterwards. It is now obvious she brought an evil influence back with her.
Bloodraven was the leader of a rogue band that once fought Diablo at Tristram. You are truly brave and skillful.
That was very important dialogue.
Bloodraven was the leader of a rogue band that once fought Diablo at Tristram.
Do you know what that means?
I'm sorry. The undead are bad for trade. I have a strict no-return policy. I'm sorry.
How can one kill what is already dead?
Death has done nothing to weaken...
Dark Wanderer is the warrior that you played as in Diablo 1. Bloodraven is the rogue that you played as in Diablo 1.
Yes? Each moment you delay adds another undead sister to Bloodraven's army.
Good day. When the dead return to prey upon the living, it is a terror beyond understanding.
Good day. If you fail to destroy Bloodraven, I fear that our order will perish forever.
What can I do for you? Akara felt something was wrong even before Andariel descended upon us. She feared that Bloodraven had stumbled upon some evil force beneath Tristram. I wish we had acted then.
That's so cool. So cool.
Good day. I wonder if that old gossip Melra is among the undead. Oh, she had dirt on everybody.
Oh, he's afraid? He's afraid of dirt that she has on him? Okay, another thing. Down here, you have slots for potions, right? And there are 2 rows with slots. These slots depend on your belt. So with the first belt, you get 1 additional row. And later, you can get more rows for potions. Shift click automatically puts potions on your belt, which is really cool. I don't have to explore, but I guess I could, because why not? I don't need to rush this. And I love how this game looks. You can also buy all potions with shift or control, right? Yeah. If your belt is empty, you can fill it up when you buy from a merchant. You don't have to buy 1 potion at a time. You can do it with 1 command, which is awesome. You don't like desert? I I do like desert. I do. Also, control-click puts all your points in the... when you want to allocate them. What character did I choose? Assassin. Tell me about Assassin. Assassins were created by Viserai mages to go hunt other mages. We should hear about Viserai mages soon. Soon. Maybe not soon. But we will. We will. This is Stony Field. Now this guy... This guy is immune to fire. So my bombs can't do anything to him. And yeah, this game has monsters with immunities. Some people like it, some people don't. I am okay with it.
Not enough money.
Is it 2 sockets? It is. I need... Awesome. I need this. I need armor with 2 sockets because I'm gonna do some crafting. When I get there... you guys will see what's it about. Look how good the spells look, man. Look at the light around the firebolt. Look at that. It's so good. It's so good. Now the path will easily take me to the next region where I have to go. And there's also a cave. There's no need to go to that cave, but I think I'll go. Because why not, man? Why not? That's the way where I have to go to do a quest. Running in this game consumes stamina, so having stamina potions is always good.
I can't carry anymore. Yes?
Selling class-specific items always gives you a lot of money, especially if they give you plus to some skill. These normal items are useless. You don't get that much money from selling them, but selling class items is really good. Shift and right-click automatically fills up your belt. The same would go for books. awesome. Now I have a buff. This buff gives me attack speed, run and walk speed for 2 minutes. I have to recast it every 2 minutes. This is a stamina shrine. It allows me to run without consuming stamina. From what I saw, the console versions play really well. But I haven't tried it out. I don't know personally. Which is great, because this game didn't ever release on console. I mean, the original didn't release. So they remastered the original and added it to console. Recently, I watched a streamer who played this on Xbox, I think. And he bought it on Xbox because it was cheaper than on PC. So prices are also different on consoles.
I am overburdened.
Good evening.
Attack rating, strength, life. I can use that as my secondary weapon. Gonna keep this in stash for later.
Impossible.
Diablo 1 originally came out on console, on PlayStation 1. Diablo 2 didn't. Okay.
Whose handiwork lies buried here?
Let's meet Rogue from Diablo 1.
Join my army of the dead.
Not enough mana. I need mana. What I kill stays dead.
There's no need to explore these two crypts, but guess what? I like doing that. This game has two weapon sets, so you can swap weapons. I have it... Hold on. It should be on X. Why is it on W? So in my second weapon set, I have poison potions. So let's throw some. One socket. Also, you might have noticed that I'm automatically picking up gold. That wasn't a feature in the original, so they... Yo, Fleming with the raid. Thank you so much, sir. How was God of War, man? I was lurking before I started the stream. So, automatic gold pickup wasn't a thing in the original. They added it in the remaster. And you can turn it off somewhere if you want to play that... If you want to have that old school feeling. There it is. Auto, gold, pickup. I saw that you had PlayStation issues, man, and I'm happy you fixed it. How long did you have that issue for? 2 days at least?
I can't carry anymore.
Your presence on... You've done well, stranger. I hope all your efforts are worth it.
It just went away. It's still good, still good.
May I help you? Some of those gals weren't so nice the first time around.
So yeah, we just killed Rogue from Diablo 1.
Greetings. Kasha wishes to reward you for your defeat of Bloodraven. I thank you too, even though Bloodraven was once my friend.
And what happened to the sorcerer in Diablo 1?
Good day.
I guess we'll find out.
Andariel must be made to pay for her sacrilege. Kasha has always been fiercely loyal, but I fear her anger and frustration over these recent events will lead her into harm's way. She is highly protective of the few rogues remaining under her command, and will not send them into combat unless there is dire need.
Charcy seems to be a very sweet girl. She's the smith around here and can help you by trading weapons and armor.
I don't know why some of my sisters chose to follow Andariel. Those who strayed were among our finest warriors.
Akara and Kasha are sisters in the Order of the Sightless Eye, but they are worlds apart. Akara is a slow river of magic, Kasha, a viper of war. They're both deeply devoted to their religious order, yet the corruption of their sisters pains them both to no end.
I can hardly believe that you've defeated Bloodraven. Though she was once my closest friend, I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger, and the allegiance of the rogues. I have placed several of my best warriors at your disposal.
By completing this quest, we got a mercenary. Mercenary has its own set of attributes, life, resistances, spells. If you don't like the mercenary that you have, you can always hire another one. You can check out their set of skills: fire arrow, exploding arrow, freezing cold arrow, their level, how much they cost to hire. And you can give them or equip them with items.
I'll put that to good use.
If they die, you can revive them. And they are awesome. Okay, time to...
Impossible.
Go back.
Yes? Akara has been like a mother to me for as long as I can remember. She is wise and good, but I don't think she has the steel to retake our monastery by force.
MJ, what's up, man?
Good day. To the east are lands of great mystery, and the jewel city of the desert, Lut Gholein.
Hello. Wariv was kind enough to let me travel with his caravan, but don't let him drag you into a search for a new eastern trade route. I'm making a fortune right here. Yeah, from the rogues, of course. You, on the other hand, always get my best prices.
There's nothing better than a sale deal, man.
What can I do for you? I don't know why some of my sisters chose to follow Andariel. Those who strayed were among our finest warriors.
To the east...
Not only you get the game on sale with a good deal, but you also get it patched.
It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend, let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain. You must go to Tristram and find him, my friend. I pray that he still lives. Tristram is too far to journey by foot. Cain would likely be dead when you arrived. However, there is a magical portal that will take you there instantly. To open it, one must stand within the circle of cairnstones and touch them in a certain order. The proper order can be found in the runes written on the bark of the tree of Inifis. You must find the sacred tree of Inifis and bring back its bark. I will translate the runes to unlock the stone's mystic pattern. Tristram is too far.
So you guys remember Cain? That's the next quest. And you know what's cool about it? You can completely skip this quest. And there's a slight penalty if you skip it. In fact, you can skip these two as well. I'll talk more about it later. What happens if you don't rescue Cain?
The bark of Inifus holds mystical runes. Akara can translate them into our revenge.
Months ago, I came across a few survivors from Tristram. They said that Cain had gone half-mad and could no longer distinguish fact from fantasy.
If you bring back the bark of Inifus, Akara will tell you how to get to Tristram.
He appears in the third one. Yeah, he does. Is he in the first? He is.
I would sooner micturate in a tankard of my own ale than journey to Tristram.
What were the other two quests? The first quest was to clear a cave of all monsters. The second one was to kill Rogue from the first game. So the character that you play as in the first game turned evil, and you had to kill her.
Yes? I understand that Cain is the last descendant of the ancient Horodrim, and that his knowledge of their lore is vast. He could prove to be very useful in discerning the nature of our current crisis.
The bark of Inifus holds mystical rune.
Just making sure I asked
Months ago, I came across a few survivors from Tristram.
all of them about the Cain.
I would sooner micturate in a tankard of my own ale than journey to Tristram.
If we leave and come back, there should be more dialogues.
Yes? To the east are lands of great mystery, and the jewel city of the desert, Lut Gholein.
Mark!
He who seeks that which cannot be found must look inside himself for further guidance. Or look harder.
The Sisterhood welcomes you. The Tree of Inifus is hard to find, but you'll know it when you see it.
The Order welcomes you. Charcy is young and innocent. However, I believe her barbarian blood thrills to the prospect of adventure and danger. She takes great pride in her work and finds comfort in the fact that her weapons and armor are helping to end this evil plague. How will you find Cain without going to Tristram? Finding the Tree of Inifus is the first step on your journey.
Good day. Warreeve's alright, I guess. He seems too serious most of the time. I haven't really talked to him all that much. Without the bark of Inifus, you can't find Cain.
Good day. Barking up the wrong tree, huh? You'll find it. Just keep looking. Charcy is a fine girl. Oh, but she has no business savvy. I know she means well, but the prices she charges for weapons and armor will never earn her a profit. As long as I keep filling her mind with stories of adventure, she'll never catch on to the fact that I'm raking in gold hand over fist.
This guy allows you to gamble. So you pay a lot and you have no idea what you'll get. It can be a blue item, yellow item, it can be a legendary item or unique item. But yeah. If you have lots of gold in the game, he's the guy where you can spend it all. That's why he always talks about gold, about profit. And it's time to continue. I remember watching a interview with the guy who created Diablo, David Brevik. They asked him what was the one thing he regretted adding in Diablo 2. And his answer was stamina.
These stones hold an ancient power.
I guess they could have patched it out, but...
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive. And her castle, in which so many cruel deeds took place, fell rapidly into ruin. Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains. The Countess's fortune was believed to be divided among the clergy, although some say that more remains unfound, still buried alongside the rotting skulls that bear mute witness to the inhumanity of the human creature.
Yeah, it's Colonel from Metal Gear, Paul Eiding. He was also in Diablo 1, narrating the story, the books. Reading that book gave us this quest. However, you don't have to read that book to start the quest. You can just finish it without ever reading that book. But reading it does give you more info. I never played that. What's it about? What's the game about?
I am overburdened.
Oh, I see.
I am overburdened.
Ooh, nice.
I can't carry anymore.
I'll put that to good use. Three sockets. Interesting.
I'm overburdened.
Good day. The tome speaks of treasure, yet all we have found are death, delirium, and disappointment. In this camp, those of us who have remained true to our order are forced to live among common traders and farm animals. Welcome to our circle of suffering.
Where can I take? Gede is a wandering merchant of questionable character who is traveling along with my caravan to the east. He will buy and sell most anything. He's greedy, but his wares are beyond reproach. I would suggest keeping both eyes open when you deal with him. Rumors of treasure are no different from rumors of any other kind. They hold false promise to those who should know better.
Greetings! Warriv was kind enough to let me travel with his caravan, but don't let him drag you into a search for a new eastern trade route. I'm making a fortune right here. Yeah, from the rogues, of course. You, on the other hand, always get my best prices.
So this says a lot about him. The rogues are struggling to get their monastery back, and yet all he cares about is profit.
The only wealth you're likely to find there is a wealth of vermin.
What can I do for you? I don't know why some of my sisters chose to follow Andariel. Those who strayed were among our finest warriors. That old tower is as rotten on the inside as it appears on the outside. I heard that several sisters came to a gruesome end when a stairwell collapsed on them.
Now, this scepter, if you go back and pause the video, it was worth 5,000 gold. 5,000 gold at the moment is a gold cap that I can earn. However, I could have kept this scepter for later and sell it later for much higher gold. But it's all good. It's all fine. But yeah, if you want to maximize the gold and how much you get, you can always keep those items for later. And yeah, everything you sell can be bought back. If
that old tower is as rotten on the inside as it appears on the outside. I heard that several sisters came to a gruesome end when a stairwell collapsed on them.
Also, if you die in this game, you lose gold. So the best thing to do is to put it in stash.
Greetings. Even though the corrupted ones were once of our order, you need not shy from slaying them, for they stand between you and Andariel. Perhaps when the Demon Queen is dead, our sisters will return to life, but more likely, they will be forever bound to their unholy pact. The dangers there are not solely architectural. Once inside that wretched place, many succumb to a vile miasma. Good day. There is no more I can tell you about that ancient tower. I often dream of the day we reclaim our own. The sightless eye sees through the mist of time a great glory ahead. But how far ahead, the eye cannot discern.
Greetings. Have you suddenly lost your taste for wealth? In this camp, those of us who have remained true to our order are forced to live among common traders and farm animals. Welcome to our circle of suffering.
Good day. Geed is a wandering merchant of questionable character who is traveling along with my caravan to the east. He will buy and sell most anything. He's greedy, but his wares are beyond reproach. I would suggest keeping both eyes open when you deal with him.
One cool detail that I didn't mention is that these characters in the camp might have different introduction depending on which class you play. Like this lady reacts different to barbarians. This guy reacts different to paladins. This lady reacts differently to Amazons. This lady reacts differently if she sees a sorceress. And Geed reacts differently when he sees a necromancer.
Greetings. You're not ready to give up, are you? Oh, I like Geed. He's very funny. He has all sorts of interesting stories from the places he's been. I wish I could see the sights he has.
May I help you? Guess what? I've named a boil on my ass after you. It too bothers me every time I sit down. That old coot Kane is as crazy as a wet quill rat. I hear he survived whatever happened in Tristram. Personally, I wouldn't trust a thing he has to say.
However, these characters do not react to Assassin and Druid, because Assassin and Druid were added in expansion.